What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Spade Life Podcast. I am your host, AJ Spade. So this is episode 2 of the Spade Life Podcast, coming at you visually, also audioly. If you download it, you can listen to it then. But right now, I decided for the first time ever, I'm going to do the Spade Life Podcast visually for YouTube and see how it goes there. Now, it's been a minute. It's been a second, I haven't done a podcast in like a month or so. I haven't done any video in like a month or so. Just trying to get life down, trying to figure things out, see where I'm going, see what paths I'm trying to take, seeing exactly what I'm trying to do. And I think I'm going to have like a 3-tier type channel probably from this point on until further notice. It's going to be mostly video games. It's going to be podcasts, of course, once a week. Check it out on Mondays. You're going to get the podcast. Hopefully every Monday. We're going to try and do that. We're going to try and remember that. So yeah. And what's the third thing? Skits. I'm going to try and get back into my skits. I'm going to try and write some stuff down, Just trying. Sometimes it's hard to write skits, man. You get mental block and you can't think of anything to write. So this is a work in progress, so hopefully we get a better background soon for the podcast. I'm going to try and buy some pictures or whatnot and see where I want to go. This light is super hot, so it's going to get warm in here pretty quick. So, yeah. So I'm hoping to do a setup change and see how that goes. Today we are sipping on some Zions, not a sponsor. We gotta stay hydrated and awake for everybody, But yeah, got a couple topics for today. Whatever I feel like talking about, whatever comes to mind. In the future, I still am going to try and get guests on here. Whoever wants to come on, whether it's real life people like family, friends, small YouTubers. Still might try and get a bunch of small YouTubers on here. If you haven't checked out the last season of the Spade Life Podcast, they are all on Spade Life Podcast channel. As a channel, and it is titled Spade Life Podcast. You will catch the first 11 podcasts on there. Yeah. You will find the first 11 podcasts. They're all done with me and small YouTubers. I interviewed 11 small YouTubers. And I might try and transfer them over to this channel. But until then, I will leave a link down in the description to the Spade Life Podcast channel. And you can go check that out. Once this kicks off, hopefully, maybe I'll move the podcast over to that channel. Or I'll keep it on this channel. Who knows? That's the future. And I don't know the future. Yeah. So, first things first. We saw Avengers Endgame. Yeah. The end of the Marvel, the whole 22 movie type thing, phase 3, the end of it. My opinion, it was an awesome movie. Like, just it wrapped up stuff, and then did it really leave us with questions? I'm not sure. I don't think it left us with a couple of confusing things because you dealt with time travel, but it didn't really leave us with any questions. There was no end credit scene, so it didn't have like what's coming next type thing, because we all know Spider-Man Homecoming is coming next. So some people say that's the that's the end of Phase 3. Some people think it's the beginning of Phase 4. I guess we'll see when it comes out or whatever. But yeah. Endgame. Some people died. Some people got old. And if you haven't seen Endgame by now, I think we're like a week since it came out. Maybe a week and a half since it came out. I'm going to spoil it for you. So, spoiler warning. That's what this is. Yeah, so Tony Stark, you know, he got all bad, big and bad, and he's the reason that Thanos is no longer here. He's the main reason, but you know, everybody else had their parts. But you know, one of the baddest scenes in the whole movie, Thanos got the glove, you know, about to snap that finger, and then Iron Man jumps in, you know, in a little tussle, and then Iron Man flips over and he's standing there, and then Thanos is like, I'm inevitable, and then Iron Man's like, I'm Iron Man, and then he shows that he got all the stones on his hand, so he snaps his finger, and then Thanos and his whole army gone, boom, that's how it ended. And Captain America, he went back in time and took all the stones back, decided to stay there. He came back old, and then he gave the shield over to Falcon. And now Falcon, I guess, is the new Captain America. And Bucky was standing there like, you know, whatever. I'm still Bucky. I'm still Winter Soldier. I got this metal arm, so, you know, I don't need a shield. Black Widow died. Her and Ronan, her and Ronan, her and Hawkeye, they fought, you know, and they decided, you know, at the end of the day, one of us gotta die. So let's fight it out and see who wins, and that whoever wins, I guess they die. So yeah, they tussled, and she got the better of him. She hooked a little thing up to him and shot it in the rock, and then as they both were falling over the edge, he got caught, like, oh, I'm stuck, and he grabbed her hand, and then she's like, man, just let me go. I won. Just let me go. So he let her go. Oh, she kind of slipped out, and then she fell, and now she's dead. And, you know, they had to travel back through all the movies to get the stones. They got the stones. And, yeah. I explained that movie completely backwards. I started from the ending, and then I started going forward. So I might as well just keep going, well, backwards. They had to, the whole plot was they had to go through time. Because Ant-Man came back, and he was like, yo, I got this plan. We can go back in time, and we can get all the stones, and we can make things right. So they went back in time, which was basically going through previous movies. I think it was previous Avenger movies, mostly. They had a little bit of Doctor Strange in there, because they had to get the time stone from the ancient one. But most of it was Avengers movies that they went through. And they got the stones. There was some funny stuff. Nobody knows what's up with Loki, because he grabbed the Tesseract and he disappeared. So we don't know if he's in the new timeline or what's going on there. Something fishy. The Hawk. He is now Professor Hawk. So Professor Stephen Hawking. No, he is Professor Hawk now. He can talk, but he's still big and green. But he still has Banner's mind. So now he's Smart Hawk. He's Tony Hawk. No. But yeah. And Thanos at the beginning got his head chopped off by Thor. That was pretty badass. His famous line, he went for the head, because he didn't go for the head in Infinity War, so he decided to go for the head this time. Yeah. Captain Marvel in the movie, I didn't see much of her in the movie, which I think was good, because they didn't want to overshadow the movie with how OP she is. So that was good. She did get punched into space by Thanos, because he grabbed the Power Stone and punched her in the face. But besides that, she flew down, broke through Thanos' ship, came back up and blew through his ship again, blew up his whole ship. And, she's pretty OP. She cut her hair short. Now she got short hair. But yeah, she was pretty good in the movie. The little bit that she was in it, which I'm glad they only put her a little bit in it, because again, she would have took over the whole movie and it would have just been Captain Marvel 2. But yeah, that's pretty much the movie, man. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why. You should go see it. It's a pretty good movie. It's a good ending to a series. And that's my thoughts about Avengers Endgame. Now, since we're done talking about Avengers Endgame, it seems like what everybody's talking about are these two things: Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones. Yeah. I'm up to episode 3 of season 8. I haven't seen episode 4 yet. It aired tonight. I haven't watched it yet. I'm probably gonna watch it after this, and hopefully it's good. Episode 3, which had its controversy. Some people enjoyed it. Everybody complained about the lighting, but the lighting didn't really bother me at all. There are no lights. It's in the dark. Like you're fighting death in the dark. What do you expect? There was fires that lit a lot of things, but besides that, yeah, it's dark. Get over it. There was dragons fighting dragons. Arya, now you talk about OP. Arya is pretty OP, when she had a little staff thing that split in half. Yeah, she was kicking some White Walkers' butts. And then she bumped her head, and then she was all, I'm normal again until I get my composure back. So she had to sneak through the castle, trying to hide from White Walkers. I like how she was in the library hiding from the White Walkers, and then she got past them, and then she turned the corner, and there was a White Walker standing right there. And before you could even react to that White Walker, she already stabbed it in the face. It was already dead. Dang, I ain't even see it for a second before she stabbed it in the face. But yeah, she got the big kill at the end. At the end, she killed the Night King. She did her little magic appearing in the middle of air, like she was flying, and she tried to stab him in the face. And he grabbed her right out of mid-air, not today. So he grabbed her, and then she was like, oh no, you caught me. Well, she didn't really say that, but that's the face she made. Oh no, you've caught me. Oh no. And then you got Bran in the back sitting there because that's all he did the whole time. He just sat there and made faces, and then made a little speech, and then went back to making faces. But yeah, and then she dropped the dagger, and then the Night King was like, what you drop your dagger for? I ain't even start choking you yet. What you dropping it for already? And then it drops. She grabs it with the other hand that's free. She shanked him. She jail shanked him. Shanked him right in the heart. She got a little shanky shank on his hearty heart of ice, and then he exploded. And then all the rest of the White Walkers exploded. Yeah. So Arya won the war by herself, because she's OP. Even though everybody else was fighting and everything, There was more of a fight. Everybody was fighting. Yeah. Theon died protecting Bran. I don't know who really felt sad for that, but he dies in most things he was in. I was actually watching Predator last night, and I did not know that he was in that movie, but he was. He was one of the 6. It was either 6 or 7 of them, but they were the main characters. They were the good force trying to combat the evil force. He was one of them, and he died in there too. He got his arm chopped off, and then I don't know if he got exploded or just shanked, but he was a sniper. He was standing there like ready to snipe, and then Predator just popped up behind him like, I see you sniping, and chopped his arm off, and he shanked him or blew him up. I don't remember, but he died. He died in there too. So yeah, he dies a lot in things. So I didn't feel bad for him that time either. Yeah, but yeah, it was good. Game of Thrones, episode 3. It was good. I liked it. When all the White Walkers did the whole World War Z horde running over each other type thing, that was pretty dope. That was pretty epic to see that. And they had it like coming at the screen, so it's like you're in the war and you're standing there waiting, and you just see this big wave of White Walkers coming at you. It was pretty epic. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was good. It was a good episode. 1 and 2 was a good build-up episode, and then 3, it was a good war episode. I don't know what the heck 4 is gonna be. It's probably gonna be a lot of talking. I doubt it's gonna be any fighting. It's going to be a lot of talking and backstabbing, people arguing about the stupid throne. I'm so tired of that damn throne. Just destroy the throne already. But, yeah. Pretty sure it's going to be them arguing about the throne. I mean, they were arguing about the throne before the war, before the big fight. And they're like, oh, well, I'm going to sit on the throne. Who's going to sit on the throne? I don't know. There's a big army of dead people coming your way to fight you, and you're sitting there arguing about who's gonna sit in a chair at the end of the day, when y'all don't even know if y'all gonna get to the end of the day. But surprisingly, all the main characters are getting to the end of the day. So I guess argument justified. So who will sit on it? Who knows? Cersei's just sitting back on her throne, chilling, watching her little golden army without their elephants. She's just sitting back chilling, waiting for everybody to show up finally, so she can crush them, because there's only like 7-8 of them left, because everybody died. Everybody died in Winterfell, and there's only 7 of them left. There's only the main characters left. Even the red lady, she's dead too. She walked out and she died on her own though. She just took off her necklace and walked out and turned to dust because she's old. Very, very old. There are some theories out there though. There's a lot of theories. There's always theories. There's always been theories. There's always going to be theories. But a theory was that she was a White Walker, but her necklace did something for her to make her normal. And then at the end, she just took it off. And since the Night King's dead, once she takes that off, then she dies. But I don't know. All I know is Arya's OP. Theon's dead. A giant got stabbed in the eye by a little girl. Yeah. And yeah, the crypt thing, everybody knew that all the dead people in the crypt were going to come to life. But when it happened, it was like, all of you are going to die. And then not a lot of them died. So like they were just, all the dead people were just running around the crypt playing hide and seek, and they didn't kill nobody. So, yeah, a lot of the main people lived. A lot of random people died. I don't know how a lot of main people lived, because they were getting trampled and jumped on and all sorts of crap, but they lived. Go guess. I don't know. But yeah, Game of Thrones. I'm going to check out episode 4, and maybe I'll talk about it on next week's podcast. And then 5 and 6, because there's only 6 episodes in this final season. We'll talk about that. Yeah. If you're wondering what's behind me, it is a wall. But no, this little box thing right here, it's for my light. It changes colors. You can see it better if my big light wasn't on. You can see it a lot better. It just basically just changes colors. I have it all around the room. I think it's pretty cool. And then I got a Sheldon poster, Big Bang, rocking out some Bazinga. Like I said, I'm gonna most likely change up my background. I want to put, I don't know, maybe a different poster back here, or a shelf. Put some stuff on the shelf. I don't know. I want to make it look different. Maybe I'll move my desk around, give it some kind of a different feel, perhaps. Whatever comes to mind. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I want to show you this light. That's why I turned. I'm gonna show you the light. See, with that light off, you can see it a lot better now. It looks like I got a lightsaber. It's my lightsaber. Be a good thumbnail. But yeah, blue, green. If I want to be a Sith, I can be a Sith. I can be a Jedi. I can be whatever green is. I can be a man of light or whatever. Yeah, or I can be purple. I can be purple. But whatever. It's just a light. I can't make it no brighter. I can make it dimmer. But yeah. I don't know why I wanted to show you my light, but it's my podcast. I can do whatever I want. But yeah. So back to it. Yeah, so life has been happening, been working a lot. I got vacation. There's the thing. I got vacation. 2 weeks worth of vacation. And the trip of that is, the little funny part is, I have to June 1st to use up all that vacation, or it goes away. Well, they pay me out for it, but with taxes, it's not really worth it with taxes. So, but in June 1st or June 7th probably, I get 2 more weeks of vacation. So, what I've been doing is, I've been taking every Monday off of work. That's my plan. That way I only work 4 days a week, still get paid for it, use up my vacation until June 1st. Boom. Then I get more vacation days to actually use on actual vacations, hopefully. Yeah. So that's what's going on right now. So yeah. That's life. So what's been going on with you guys? You can't talk back to me because I'm talking to a computer. I don't really know how long this podcast is going to be. Probably going to be half an hour because it's just me talking. And I can only listen to myself for so long. Yeah, before I get bored. So, we talk Games of Thrones. Games of Thrones. There's more than one. There's a bunch of Games of Thrones. We've talked Endgame. Has anybody played Days Gone yet? Has anybody played World War Z yet? I haven't played World War Z yet, but I've seen a bunch of people play World War Z. And it's not really a game you can spoil. It's just a bunch of people together shooting zombies in different locations. So you can't really spoil it. So I just watched a bunch of people play it. It looks fun, especially if you have a bunch of friends to play with. If you play with a bunch of randos, it ain't gonna be as fun. But if you got a bunch of friends to play with, it looks like a pretty good party game. It'd be pretty intense, pretty fun. You can yell at your friends a bunch. Days Gone. I only got like 6 hours in. It starts off slow, like really slow. I didn't think it was gonna start off that slow, but it does. So I'm actually probably gonna record some gameplay, but I'm not gonna start at the beginning because it starts off too slow. So I'm gonna start off somewhere else, like in the middle or something. And hopefully, that's gonna be one of the games I'm playing on this channel. So if you like gaming, come back to this channel. Hopefully I can put out at least 2 to 3 games a week. Perhaps, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Don't ask me when skits are coming, because I don't know. It's very hard to get motivated sometimes. I keep trying to motivate myself. Man, it's hard, Life's hard. You got work. I got a kid. Got a wife. Got bills. Got to sleep. Then you just want some you time where you can just sit there and do nothing. It's hard to get motivated at times, but you gotta do it. You gotta pump up. You gotta get motivated. You gotta thrive for something. I watch a couple of my friends, who are YouTubers. They're busting out videos pretty frequently. So I can't let them pass me. I at least want to be there with them, I don't want to be like, hey, I also had a YouTube channel, but I couldn't motivate myself to keep up. So I gotta try and keep up. Try and at least be on the same level, But yeah, gaming, skits, podcasts, all coming to this channel until I come up with some other stuff or I get some money. If I get some money, this channel is just going to be variety. It's going to be taste test and whatever else I can think of. All I could think of at the moment was taste test. But yeah, movie reviews and TV show reviews and energy drinks reviews. No, I only drink one energy drink, and that's Science because it's 0 calories and it don't taste like crap. I also tried Bang, energy drink Bang. That's pretty good too. That's also 0 calories, and that's pretty good. I like Bang, but I think they're replacing a lot of Zions with Bang, and a lot of like gas stations and stuff. That's usually where I get my energy drinks, from gas stations, because they're cheaper there. But yeah. Hopefully I find some guests pretty soon to have on here, so I'm not just boring you with me talking about random crap. But if you like me talking about random crap, then I'll keep doing it. No problem. I can talk about random crap for at least 30 minutes. I was gonna say all day, but that ain't gonna happen. I can do it for at least 30 minutes. Trying to think of what else interests me at the moment. If you check out Netflix, I've been checking out that was just weird. I've been checking out a lot of Netflix lately. I got back into Lucifer. They're supposed to, it might already dropped. Netflix was going to drop season 4, which I think they made themselves, of Lucifer. So I might check that out. Supernatural just popped out their new season 14. They just dropped that. I watched the first episode yesterday. Best believe I'm gonna watch the rest. Love Supernatural. If you want to check out a weird movie, it's kind of horror, kind of comedy type thing. It's a movie called Holidays. Like Christmas and Halloween and stuff. It actually goes through a lot of holidays, but it's like horror based, kind of like Black Mirror, kind of like Twilight Zone type deal. But yeah, it's called Holidays. It's a pretty good movie. You should go check it out. I enjoyed it. It's pretty cool. I might try and do some Steam games again too. Steam on a Mac. It don't really work. I'm gonna show you this keyboard. This is a Mac keyboard. This is my hand. Try playing video games on this Mac keyboard with these hands. It's not that easy. So either I'm going to get me a new keyboard, or I'm going to buy me a gaming computer in the future so I can have something to play like Steam games on and computer games, because I like playing indie games. Indie games are fun. Yeah. Whatever games I can get my hands on, that's what's going to be on this channel. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all come back, subscribe, leave some comments, give me some ideas. Let me know what you think. Give me some subjects or even some questions for the next podcast. Remember, podcast every Monday. Hopefully. I need to stay motivated, so leave me some comments to motivate me. Throw me some questions and all that stuff so I can have a reason to make a podcast next week besides me just random talking. Yeah. So do that, and I will catch you all on the podcast next week. And that's it. Hope you all enjoyed. It's your boy AJ Spade, and I catch you all on the flip side, 'cause I'm out.